Somebody give me the nod to say that you can hear me and see me. Capico 3-in-1 black. Best start to the day in my Chelsea blue mug. Oh, turn that off. Nobody's listening to me. Story of my life. Impressive says, good morning. Good morning, Impressive. Can you hear me loudly and clearly? Give me the thumbs up. Hello, John. Sound is good. Thank you very much. John, you always come on early and you're always the first to tell me that you can hear me. I can employ you as my sound engineer. Hello, how are we, John? Good evening. Good evening, Mark. Where are we? Where are we? Hello, John. Mark McLachlan, where are you? Good evening. Are you in Canada? We are listening intently. Okay. I am good, John. Thank you. I'm very good. Did you like my video live stream on Saturday? Was it Saturday or Friday? I can't remember now. I can't remember. Friday or Saturday. It's all a blur. You were watching. Yes, lovely girls. You're in Rutland. Oh my goodness. I don't know how old you are, Mark, but there was a TV series, Rutland TV series. I don't know how old you are. One of the Eric Idle, wasn't it? Rutland TV. I don't think I actually watched it much at the time, but I think they did a spoof, didn't they? They did a Beatles spoof band. I hope I'm not combining the wrong things, but I'm sure Rutland TV was the Ruttles, of course, the Ruttles. They did a spoof of the Beatles. I'm glad you're in Rutland. How is it in Rutland now? It's now 11 p.m. in Rutland. How is it? How is it going there? Hello. Oh, Sugar Daddy. I think we have a little, probably got a dodgy person here. Where's my moderators today? Getting rid of the riffraff. Anyway, it's 7 o'clock, Tuesday morning. The sun is shining in Cebu. Beautiful start to the day. How are we, people? How are we? How was our day? What have we been doing? What were we doing in Rutland today, Mark? What were you doing there? Are you retired? And what were you doing? I need to drink some of my coffee to wake me up. Just been up about half an hour. So no questions. It's all gone a bit quiet. Give me some questions. I could carry on talking nonsense, or you can give me some questions. So your favourite girl was the girl on the bike, John. That was your favourite girl, the little cutie, the little cutie sitting on the bike outside. Yes. As soon as I mentioned the word boyfriend, she disappeared. Do I actually? That's a good question. That's a good question. I do. So I fast from say 8 p.m. till now, obviously, and yeah, I drink coffee in the morning. Drink coffee and I drink water, and I have a biscuit. If you come to the Philippines, Choco Mucho biscuits are the best chocolate biscuits in the Philippines, and this came free with a Choco Mucho Choco Caramel, which was like peanut butter, the little peanut butter things, what they call in America. Absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, in answer to your question, I do drink coffee whilst I'm fasting. Perhaps I shouldn't, I don't know. Yeah, I just have one or two. You're not sure about Rutland TV. How old are you? 4 years to retire. 60 is my goal. Okay, so you are 56. You should have known the Ruttles. Anyway, you're a Harley rider, so what are your plans? Reese's peanut butter cups. Actually, That's it. You're right, Alan. So this little, there's a new choco bar. I'm going on about chocolate now. I love chocolate. This little new candy just reminded me of the Hershey's peanut butter cups, which are gorgeous. Is it not Hershey's? Reese's. Anyway, Fabio, thank you, Fabio. Yes, I spent all day yesterday working on that. So yeah, and it uploaded overnight. I always upload it before I go to bed, and then if I wake up in the morning and it's had 10 views, that sets my mood for the day. But last night it was over 1,000, so that's great. Thank you, Fabio. On the way to 20,000, so hopefully by my birthday next month I'll be on 20k, but we shall see. Yeah, Alan, they are good. They are chocolate. I don't know if you're a chocolate man, but I have to limit my chocolate. And Poor Man's Passport has asked me about fasting. Perhaps I shouldn't be eating chocolate whilst I'm fasting, but you know, it's only a couple of biscuits. Who's coming to the Philippines? Who's planning on coming to the Philippines? Mark McLacken. There was also a guy in Small Faces. I'm sure his name was McLacken as well. What's the history of your name? I go off on tangents. You might have noticed. Oh, Jammer Travels. Oh, thank you. Very, very kind of you, sir. That's lovely. Thank you very much. That's wonderful of you. Thank you very much. I see you all the time. You're always on my channel, so it's very nice of you to say so. Thank you very much. Who's coming to the Philippines? And when are you coming? And when are we going to hook up and have a beer or a coffee? So, yes. So I uploaded the video last night, and then today it came out okay, and so yeah. So I'm in a good mood. Today. Last week's live stream went a bit funny. So okay, John, when are you coming? Very soon. Andy went to Baguio a month ago to meet your girlfriend. So where are you from, Andy? And what did you think of Baguio? Did you fly to Manila and then go up to Baguio? How did you get there? Did you take the train? Did you take the bus? How is Baguio? I'm not really a Baguio person. Coming from the UK, I hear it's a little bit chilly. Oh, so you're from Manchester. So anyway, so you should appreciate the weather. Coming from Manchester, it probably reminded you of Manchester, I imagine, the weather being rainy and miserable. I'm only joking with you, Andy. I used to live in Manchester just for a year. I love Manchester. I used to live in Fallowfield and used to go to the Hacienda back in the 80s. There we go. That shows how old I am. I'm not leaving the Philippines. I did extend my visa. I extended it for 2 months, and then that takes me up to May. And then I'll probably extend for another month. I'm leaving after. Nowadays I just leave after 5 months and then go somewhere else and then come back. Whether that's because of the 6 month having to get an exit clearance certificate or not, I get to fix 5 months and I just want to go somewhere else for a month or two and then come back. So so I am leaving, but I'm coming back. It's just this is my home, this is my base, but I go elsewhere and then I come back again. You're looking at Lingayen to live, Jammer? You're going to live there? I've not been, I've never even heard of it. I've not heard of Lingayen. So tell me about Lingayen. Oh, hello Japan, true story. Good morning to you. Greetings from Fukuoka. I have been to Japan and I love Japan, and yes, you are totally bonkers, Japanese people, but I love you. I spent 6 months in Japan in 2008. I love it, and I'm going back. Slight hint. Anyway, you're okay, Mark. McLacken is Scottish. My parents were from Scotland. They moved to England. What's your plans after what? My plans after life. I'm staying here in the Philippines, and then I'm going off for a month, and then I'm coming back to the Philippines, and then just going round and round again. It's sort of like one big travel circle. You're going, Fabio, you're going to the Philippines on the 6th of May. Where are you flying to? And where are you at the moment? Where are you flying to? I am staying long term. I've been here, I arrived here March 2020, just before lockdown. And yeah, I stayed 3 years, and then I went out for a couple of months, spent 6 months in Manila last year, and now I'm in Cebu, and I've been here 2 months. You'll be arriving in Cebu on 7th of May from Australia. Okay. Have you been here before? Is this your first time in the Philippines? What are your plans? Are you coming just for a holiday, or are you coming to settle? Marjanko, you for people with sensitive stomachs, you wouldn't remember. Okay, so I do eat from carinderias. And I spent last year in Manila eating at carinderias. They're sort of like food stalls, really, because they're set up in the morning, and the food just remains there all day. Sometimes they reheat it, but most of the time the food just sits all day. And I was fine in Manila last year. I never got sick at all. It depends how sensitive your stomach is. You know, I was fine, and I would recommend the food stalls, because you know, you've got to experience, you know, the food in the Philippines, and going to the food stall is a great way of experiencing their food. You're going to live there, so hang on. Where are you at the moment? Hama Travels, Hama Hojama. You're going to live there, and have you spent much time there already? Did you? Okay, Boomy, did you try a capsule? I didn't, but I will next time. I didn't try a capsule hotel. I was staying in an apartment in Tokyo, which is a lovely apartment. It wasn't expensive. Okay, you live in Japan with your girlfriend. She's from Manila, ex-Londoner. Lovely. Are you the ex-Londoner? So, okay, whereabouts in London did you live? And were you born there? You live in Japan. Where did you say whereabouts in Japan? Oh, Fukuoka. Yeah, okay. And what are you doing there? Are you working? I like to know all the details. I go off on tangents, and I like to know all the details. Where will you go? Okay, John. I'm not telling you, but you can probably guess. You're a regular on my channel, so you should know. Okay, so I am Didi. Yes, I am going to Leyte in May. Yes, so is that a random province? I am going there for a month. I'm doing the whole of, well, not the whole of Leyte, but I've chosen, you know, a number of different spots in Leyte, which I'm going to. Andrew, who was on last week, he went there, and he met up with regular guy, and he went up to Leyte, and he said it was amazing. So yeah, Leyte has been on my itinerary for a while, and it's probably one of the only places I've not been to so far. So yes, I'm on my way to Leyte. I can't talk politics. The locals are bonkers. Bonkers is a great word. Where are you from in London? I love bonkers. Yeah, bonkers. It's brilliant. I just love the society. It is just that is a great word for it. Bonkers. It was the early rave era. It was, hang on, it was 80. I was there at 87. In 87, I lived in Manchester. So, yeah. I didn't actually see any bands there. I saw bands at the Boardwalk. I don't know if you know the Boardwalk. I don't know if the Boardwalk is still there, but my friend was in a band called the Desert Wolves, which were a wonderful band. Well, they were my mates anyway. But they never achieved anything. But they supported James in Wolverhampton. Is it Wolverhampton? Yeah. Sorry, going off on a Manchester tangent. Oh, first time visiting the Philippines, and you're only there for 2 weeks. So you're flying to Cebu, and where are you going to go? And are you on your own? What are your plans? You're arriving in the Cebu, 7th of May. Are you going off to any of the islands, or what are you doing? What's your plans? 2 weeks, only 2 weeks. Interesting. Where are you going to go? Zero, 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 zero. You live in Ground Zero. Well, I don't know what that means, Gemma. Okay, so you're in Spain, Fabio, and you're coming soon. Brilliant. Where are we? I didn't try. No, I didn't. Boom me asked if I tried the Love Hotels. You could pay by the hour. Can you not pay by the hour anymore? Hang on. No, no, John. No, that's too early. That's wrong. I'm not going to tell you anyway, but I'll tell you if you're wrong. Yes, I'm live now. This is 7:16 on Tuesday morning. Leytonstone. Oh gosh. Here we go. So now you're talking. When were you there in Leytonstone? I used to go and watch Orient. Leyton Orient. I used to go and watch them in the 70s. Was it Bramall Lane? You were born and raised in Poland. I lived in Ealing, West Ealing, and I used to be a wedding photographer. Well, I used to be a photographer, and I did a great wedding in Ealing for a Polish family. The girls were beautiful, really beautiful girls. Oh, Mark, thank you very much. Very kind of you, Mark. That's lovely. I will have a beer on you. I plan to go over land as far as I can from Manila, then take ferries or okay. Depends where you're going. Okay, depends. I assume you're heading south. That's what I did. I went from Manila to Mindoro. But Mindoro is not a great island, in my opinion. There's a beach near Sabang, White Beach, which was quite lovely, but a bit dead. There's not many people there. I'm not too sure where you're going to go when you take your ferries. Or short flights. Yeah. But Manila is great. Manila is great. If you've watched my Manila videos, I love Manila. But then you might not be a city boy. You lived in Osaka for 2 years. That is wonderful. I can't go to Japan in the winter. I was there in the winter. Hello, CC. Nice to see you here. How are you doing? You are in England, aren't you? Where are you? You'll be on your own. Brilliant. Are you planning on hooking up with somebody, or are you just going to stay on your own? There's nothing wrong with staying on your own, as my last night's video was all about. Boomios, good question. So it's the same. You can get meals in Caranderias for 70 pesos, 80 pesos, around 120 pesos, which is just $2.50 for a meal in a Caranderia. Now I've got my own condo. I am going to the grocery store every week and cooking myself. And I've been living in hotels for the last year, so I love just having my own space and being able to cook myself. So my advice to people coming here would be to get an Airbnb or a condo rather than eating out, but it's entirely up to you. You might want to eat out every day, but I like cooking myself, and I think it is cheaper. It is cheaper. I don't spend more than $30, $40. I don't spend more than $40 a week really on food. I think it's cheaper, and it's nicer to cook myself, I think. Oh, you're working in Fukuoka for a company which supplies video equipment for pressure. Okay, you're filming a bit for your. What are your channels? What sort of channels do you have, and what do you use to film? Are you using your phone, or do you have video equipment, video cameras? Okay, I'm not. Okay, morning, Sean. I'm not too sure on hospitals. I can't really advise you on hospitals. Yeah, sorry, I've not. Have I been to hospital? I've been to the eye hospital here. I don't think I've actually been for a hospital here. I've been here 4 years and I've never actually, thank goodness, not actually had to go to a hospital. Global Vagabond says Japan was my first overseas travel location. I stayed for 1 year. Yes. Oh God, Global Vagabond. Japan is such a wonderful. It's just a wonderful place to visit. Don't come to the Philippines. No, I'm joking. Japan is a great travel location, but not for winter. Where are we? Oh, you're staying in. Did you not see my Saga SNRP? Did you not see my Mactan Newtown video last week? Going to the immigration office and going to Mactan Newtown. I don't know why you go. Why are you staying there? Have you booked anything? I assume it's because you're flying into Mactan and you've got a hotel late at night. I assume because you want to be close to the airport. Why are you staying there? Move over this side. It's Mactown Newtown is not good. I like to say it how it is. I've been to Okinawa, Singapore Dan. Hello Singapore Dan. I have been to Okinawa. I was there for 3 or 4 weeks. 3 weeks I think. I think I spent a week on each island in Okinawa, 2008. And the girl I was seeing, I met, just before I left Tokyo, I met a story of my life. I've been in Tokyo 5 months, so I hardly met anyone because English was not, it's not very great in, like me. English is not great for Japanese people, so I had quite a difficult time communicating with people for the 5 months I stayed in Japan. And then the weekend before I left Tokyo, I met a girl who worked in Coach, Japanese girl. English was absolutely perfect, and story of my life, sod's law. Last weekend in Tokyo, so I was on my way to Okinawa, and she came to visit me in Okinawa, which was brilliant. Anyway, that's another story. You up early? Okay, 12 at night there. Yeah, I am up early. It's 7:22. I do get up early. I do waking with the sunrise. My expat friend. Okay, John. That was TJ. I'm in this condo building in Cebu, and I got in the elevator the other day, and this American guy was in the elevator, and as we were going down the elevator, he started talking to me, and then somebody got into the elevator on the 5th floor or something, and the American guy who got into the elevator said, "Oh, Big World Productions." No, but at least he recognised me from my YouTube channel. So anyway, TJ and I started chatting, and we sat downstairs, started chatting, and then we decided to go out the other night. And lovely guy. Alex is a lovely guy from living abroad. He's gone. Where's he? Is he gone? I think he's gone now. He is a lovely guy. Yeah, he was around for a few weeks. I always used to see him around at Ayala. I mean, Cebu is not a big place really, and not many places to go and hang out. And Alex used to go to get his content from Ayala Terraces most days, so I'd see him there. You can. Boom Me asks about cheap back massages. You can. There's a couple of places literally on my road where you can. Oh, of course, Cece, of course. I forgot. Norfolk. Yes, okay. I feel your pain. You have to go to Norfolk, don't you? It's like, it's the road to nowhere, isn't it? I mean, one year Chelsea were drawn against Norwich in the FA Cup, and it was probably in January or February or something like that, and we just decided, well, the guy who was driving, one of my friends who was driving the car, decided, I can't be bothered. So we didn't go. We bought the tickets and everything, and so we didn't go. bloody Norfolk. Anyway, no, cooking for one is fine. Cooking for one is easy. I don't know what you mean. Isn't so easy. Why isn't it so easy? It's if there's leftovers. In fact, I did chicken curry the other night, and I cooked too much, and I put it in the fridge. So I don't know what you mean. Cooking for one isn't so easy. It's very easy. I do it every night. It's your final destination, Cebu, then back to Manila, going for 30 days. Brilliant. And where else are you going? You're going to go. You asked for my advice. Are you a beach person or a city person? Well, obviously you're going to two big cities, Cebu and Manila. Where else are you thinking? I would suggest, if you're there for 30 days, I would suggest Bohol, Boracay. I mean, everyone says Boracay is really touristy, but that is just rubbish. Yeah, Bohol. I would go to Bohol. I mean, I saw some lovely videos today of Panglao. Panglao is a small island on Bohol, off Bohol, and it's got about 10 beaches. A lot of them are really nice beaches. It depends if you're a beach person, Fabio. Coming from Spain, I think you might be, but then, you know, I can't generalise. I used to go to Spain quite a lot, go to Benidorm and Mallorca. I know Mallorca's not Spain, but anyway. You spend 250 euros per week. You have a wife and 2 kids. Well, there you go. That's why, yeah. It's just, where are you, Boomby? Sorry, where are you in the world? Oh, you're in Frankfurt. Okay. That's why I'm not living in Europe anymore, because the cost of living is just ridiculous. Yes, John, I'm... No, Cece asked, will you be leaving the visit? Yes. I think I am, but I'm not telling you. I am going to... Am I going to Samar? I'm not too sure yet. Prescriptions are easy. In fact, a lot of the time when they say online you need a prescription for such and such, there's no I don't think there's any such thing as prescriptions as such. When you go into sorry, there is, because you need to go into when you go into the pharmacy, they do say a lot of things are prescription only, but then you don't actually need a prescription because they will sell it to you anyway. So I'm not too sure. It's a little bit different to the West, where you can only get stuff on prescription. This is Asia. You go into a pharmacy and you say, can I have such and such? And you will get it anyway, because it's money, isn't it? They will just sell it to you. Thank you, John. Hit the like and subscribe. How many people watching? 91. If you're new to this channel, please could you like, share and subscribe. I haven't got many likes. How many likes have I got? Hit the like button. Alicia, you're in Victoria in Australia, I assume. You missed my Thai videos. Really? I don't know whether I was giving Thailand a good whatever. Tokyo, they do really struggle with English, like me. Humidity is fine. I need to get rid of some dodgy comments. I don't struggle with humidity at all. I mean, I'm fine. I just adapt. I've been coming to Asia for, yeah. I've been going to. First went to India in 1987, and I'm fine with humidity. I just sweat a lot. I mean, you know, I'd rather sweat than be cold. Okay, good question, Fabio. Whilst traveling, what do you struggle with? What are the biggest obstacles? It always takes me a while when I go to a new country to sort of. I know all these countries are very similar, so there's no difference in culture really between the different countries I go to. But it just takes a little bit of time to settle in, if you see what I mean. Like a couple of days to, you know, tune into, you know, their idiosyncrasies. Yeah, just when I just adapting. But you know, I've been traveling so much that I do get a little bit irritable at the airport. I do struggle with, you know, when you're traveling with lots of technical equipment and stuff, cables and everything. I do get a little bit stressed out with the fact that every time you go through a conveyor belt, you know, ID security screening, that they will want you to, they want me anyway to take all my cables out of my bag and all my, it's just a little bit annoying. But I travel with very limited stuff. I mean, my advice to you, Fabio, you're coming for 30 days, don't pack the kitchen sink. Just travel very lightly. Just don't bring a lot, because there's laundries here. You don't need a lot, and it's hot. You don't need much stuff. So yeah, travel light. Good morning, GMM. Good morning. Time for first coffee. What time do you get up, GMM? What time are you awake in the morning in Elo? I've got my 3-in-1. And what are you drinking? What coffee are you drinking? How do you manage your possessions? Okay, I just keep things. I don't know if you can see my bag over there. Can you see my bag? That's all I've got, and a small laptop bag. I've just travel very lightly. I was traveling with a backpack and realised I'm too old to be traveling with a backpack, and so now I've got a wheelie suitcase. I always say wheelie suitcase, and people take the mickey out of me. Yeah, you just keep everything to a minimum. You don't need much. It's not just to keep agile. It's just to, I don't want to carry around lots of stuff anymore. I mean, when I left the UK, I got rid of, I downsized everything and got rid of lots of my possessions. You know, as I keep saying, what do you need? What do you need in your life? Just get rid of it. Good question, Em. I've been to Pai in Thailand. I have, but is it pronounced Pai or Pay? I've been there. No. Well, okay. Surigao, baby. Surigao has that. How old are you, Em? Because I went to Surigao and I didn't fit in. It was, I was too old. It's got a young vibe. Not a bohemian gentleman vibe. It's got, I mean, in India, you go to India, it doesn't matter how old you are because you can fit into the vibe wherever you are. But Surigao, I felt, it's got a bit of a young surfer dude vibe to it, which I didn't fit in. So I don't know how old you are. If you want a boat, you know, if you want a hippie vibe, there's nowhere else really that's got an older. Actually, La Union in Luzon, where I went to with my friend Victor. That has got a bit of an arty feel to it. So check out La Union in Luzon. That's got like an arty community. Where are we? Okay. So in the volcanoes in Batangas, yes. There's beautiful scenery wherever you go in the Philippines. The scenery is pretty much the same. Green fields everywhere. It is very lush, beautiful scenery. So whatever bus you go on in whichever state you're in, it's yeah. When I went to Mindanao, I just sat on the bus and went from Cagayan de Oro down to Davao, and it is just, you just sit back and relax, and it's just beautiful scenery. It's just lovely. And then I did the reverse trip from Davao back up to CDO to go to Surigao, and it is beautiful scenery along the way. You meant videos. Okay, you've seen videos. Yeah, exactly. I can't talk about politics. Nothing happened. Oh, the second bar. Nothing happened, John. That was a pay bar, and I'm not doing that. If you see what I mean. She wasn't that much of a looker. Okay, you got a coffee maker. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I'm not as into coffee as you are probably. I'm just a 3-in-1. So yeah, I'm not a serious coffee drinker. Although, have you been to Vietnam, GMM? The coffee shops, stalls, stands, whatever you want to call them. The coffee, yes, the coffee culture in Vietnam is amazing. So I don't know if you've been to Vietnam, but yeah, it's such a wonderful feeling. Sitting on the sidewalk, coffee on the sidewalk in Vietnam is great. No, I'm not. Fortnite fun. I'm over there for a cheap life, but not just for the women. As I said in my video last night, there's more to life. Oh, nice to see you, Japan True Story. Have a nice day at work. You haven't told me what camera equipment you're using. Exactly. GMM says everything you can buy in USA or Asia, or Europe, you can buy cheaper in Southeast Asia. Don't pack nothing. Yeah, you don't need a lot of equipment. Thank you, Fabio. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to promote my channel. Please could you like? Please could you check the like box for today's live stream? Okay. Where's John today? I've got no John. I've got no moderators today. Oh, okay. Take care, Boonley. Very nice of you to see you. Nice to see you here. Hit the sack. Yeah, it's getting late. You wake up when you wake up. Different every day. Okay, so if you go to bed late, do you wake up late? I mean, I go to bed some nights. I generally try to go to bed about 10:30, then I can wake up at 6 and get up at 6. Even if I go to bed at midnight or 1, I still wake up at 6 and get up at 6. So you drink Chiang Mai imported strong dark roasted coffee. Now there we go. So you're getting that from what? Lazada or Shopee and getting sent to Elo? Yeah, okay. You're Swedish and you're coffee addicted. Okay. Yes, very good, Fabio. Just seven kg backpack. That is the way to go. That is what I thought I was doing when I first came to the Philippines. I had a backpack which I took on the flight with me from the UK. I didn't realise it wasn't 7 kg. I only realised afterwards it was a lot heavier. But I thought I don't know why. I just thought it was only 7 kg. But anyway, Momita, did you travel to Indonesia? I have been to Indonesia, 1993. Oh gosh. I've only been there once. I went to Bali, Lombok, and then travelled around to a couple of the other islands. Indonesia was great. I was travelling with my Sri Lankan girlfriend, so I don't know about dating experience in. I've heard it's good though. I've heard it's good. I was planning on going to Jakarta just before the world ended 4 years ago, and yes, I will go back at some point. I've not been to Zimbabwe. It is on my list. Well, there's a lot of places on my list, but Africa continent is definitely on my list. I don't know, Marchenko. No plans for Indonesia this year. Exactly. Hand luggage only. Just it makes life so much easier. Although now that I've got this trolley suitcase, which I have to put in the hold because it's too heavy, unfortunately. I thought it was light when I weighed it in the shop. I thought, oh, this is quite light, but obviously it's not as light as I thought it was. I was obviously feeling quite strong that day. Yeah, Shergal, yeah. You're not into dreads or tie-dye clothing. Why not? 55? You should be. I know, I know. I would go there, but yeah, don't expect much. It's meant to. I know. I was when I was there. It was there. I was there during rainy season last January, unfortunately, and it rained. The whole week it rained non-stop, and it had been raining since December. So don't go, Don't go during December, January, February when it's wet. Over that part of the Philippines, the rain hits the Philippines at different times of the year in different places. And Siargao, December, January, February is not a good time for sunshine. Where are we? Hello from South London. Whereabouts in South London are you? I used to work. My mate used to live in Clapham Common. You're moving in 3 years to Cebu. Where are you now? Are you in? Where are you? And have you been to the Philippines before? When you say you're moving to the Philippines, have you been here? My advice is always don't say you're moving to a certain destination until you've actually checked it out first, because you might not like it. A lot of guys come here thinking, oh, I'll move to the Philippines. It'll change my life. And they rock up here and it's not for them. So, yeah. So try it out first before moving. Okay. Thank you. Lumix G7. Okay. I'm using Pocket 3. Okay. Have you got the new Osmo Pocket 3? Sorry, DJI. Have you got the new DJI? You have got a lot of gear there. I'm in the market for the new DJI Pocket 3 because I was going to get the Pocket 2, and of course the sensor wasn't big enough, and my Canon GR has got a 1-inch sensor, so I didn't get the Pocket 2 because of the size of the sensor. So now I'm in the market for the Pocket 3, and they're not available anywhere here. And you're lucky being in Japan. You've probably got, you've got a lot of gear. Oh, there we go. Sorry. And then he adds a bit on the end. He's got a drone as well. How big's your backpack? Oh, no. So allergic fungus says he or she says they're going to Puerto Princesa on 4th of July, and you'll be there for the 4th of August. Well, go to Puerto Princesa on the 4th of July, and then on the 5th of July, get a flight somewhere else. Puerto Princesa is a dump. Oh, sorry to say it how it is, but it's not for me. It's not a great city. The decent thing about Puerto Princesa is getting a bus to Port Barton, and then I assume you're going to El Nido and Coron and not staying your whole month in Puerto Princesa, I hope. White Van Man says he never travels without his Coffee Aeropress. Oh, 20 kilo. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is quite a big backpack. Everything you need, including you've got your white van in your backpack. I'm glad we're talking Clash here. I saw the Clash 5 times in London. Yeah, the Clash were an amazing band. So I'm glad we're talking London Calling. They had amazing energy. I wouldn't say they were sounded good live, but they had amazing energy. It was just, yeah. If anyone's seen the Clash, you will know what I'm talking about. Hang on, where are you? Where are you in London? Trendy part of town. Where? Did I miss it? You haven't said where you are. You just said South London. You haven't said where in South London. Okay, so Ben says he's coming to Cebu next month. Which area is good to rent a one bed? Okay, so don't stay in Mactan, Newtown. Come across the river to Cebu City and either stay in IT Park, which is literally a 10-minute walk, or Business Park. There's only two real areas to stay in Cebu. So Business Park, you can't really go wrong in Cebu city centre because it's quite small. So wherever you are, Ben, in Cebu City, you're going to be in walking distance to whatever's in Cebu City. So yeah, just don't get off the plane in the airport in Mactan and book a condo in Mactan, Newtown, because if you watch my last video, you'll realise why. Yeah, good point, GMM. I don't know whether the DJI was out in Bangkok when I was there. I think it probably was. You're right. And I need a new laptop as well, so I need a new Apple laptop. And yeah, I'm not going to get it in. Just have to hide some of these idiots. I've got no moderator, so I'm doing that work myself. I saw something. You used to live in Ealing, M. Have you? Do you know that I used to live in Ealing? Or is this news to you? I used to live in West Ealing and Hanwell and Chiswick. And have we had this conversation before? I used to work in the university in Ealing, Thames Valley University, which is now West London University. I used to work there for 10 years. Oh, I don't think so, CC. The new Pocket 3, it looks great. I've seen loads of footage. I've seen loads of footage of people walking, and it doesn't look like it. No. You hate to take film or photos on your phone. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, sorry. The people there were wonderful. Allergic. The people there are wonderful. Yeah, but they're wonderful everywhere. It's just there's just nothing there. You've got a month. You'll find out. You've got a nice condo. At least you've got a nice Airbnb condo. I hope you've got a swimming pool and everything, because the actual city itself is. Anyway, you should. Did you see my videos from the city? Yeah. Okay. I think I probably said what is the point of this place. You obviously weren't listening. Can't talk politics. Okay, GMM. That's a little bit too commercial for me. I'm more Train in Vain. I'm more into songs that are not as commercial. You know, they're not the obvious ones. Yeah, London Calling. Yeah, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Yeah, but I do like more understated songs that are not. 1 2 Crush on You. B-side of Find Out what the B-side. Things like that. Things that weren't as obvious. What else is there? Okay, Safe European Home. Check out the second album, Safe European Home, the opening song. Just play that. Go and play that now. Come back in 5 minutes. Play Safe European Home from the second Clash album on loud. Yes, M. The reason I didn't choose Bangkok was because basically because I prefer the Philippines. Filipinos. I don't think you really get to blend in with the culture, if you see what I mean, in Thailand as much as you can in the Philippines. I think that they're totally. I mean, they're next door to each other. There's not much cultural differences between the two, but I don't feel as home in Thailand as I do in the Philippines. I don't know if that makes any sense, but. Also, the visa. Well, I didn't even think about the visa situation because I didn't want to stay there very long. I think if you saw my video when I first came to Asia, 4 years ago, I spent 3 months in Bangkok, and then I came to the Philippines. I just prefer the Philippines. I just don't feel as comfortable there as I do here. If you see what I mean. George, my mate Scotty lives in Putney. Um, yeah. Oh, 25 litre, no more. Okay. Yeah, 25 kilo. Yeah, 20 kilos sounded a lot. You can't understand what I'm talking about. That's because I'm from London, governor. That's okay, allergic fungus. You should have watched my videos more closely. I think I spelt it out. I think I said allergic fungus do not come and live in Puerto Princesa for a month. You've got a nice condo, it's fine. I hope you've got a swimming pool. I'm glad the coffee. I'm glad the coffee is in your is making you go a little bit crazy now. Fairly normal or crazy? Yeah, I know. I lived in Hanwell because I lived in Hanwell for 10 years because my friend rented me her apartment for 350 quid a month, and it was just for 10 years. She didn't put the price up. Anyway, Chiswick, and then I moved to Chiswick because she sold the flat in Hanwell, so I moved to Chiswick, and I was playing double. Chiswick is a lovely area, and Ladbroke Grove is great. No. Did you ever date with a lady bloke? A lady bloke? A lady bloke. Oh, Johnny Lawrence has finally woken up. Did you ever date with a lady bloke? That's Cece, lady bloke. I'll have to use that. Are you a lady bloke? No. You can tell. I hear nice things about Cambodia. That is on my GMM. That is on my plans for next year. I want to go to Siem Reap before. Whilst we're talking apartments with allergic fungus, who's just wasted a month's worth of rent, you should be going to Siem Reap for a month. Allergic fungus. Because the apartments there look amazing. On Facebook Marketplace, the apartments look amazing. And for $200, I'm sorry if you've wasted all that money. Oh, you got a bungalow with a pool. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, well, exactly. You'll live and learn. And if you've got good Wi-Fi, that's great. In fact, saying that, Cebu City isn't that great a spot. It's a much better spot than Puerto Princesa, but there's not a lot to actually do and see in Cebu City. So I do love my condo. So if you've got a nice condo, then it depends what you're going to be doing. What are you going to be doing all day in Puerto Princesa? What is normal? What is crazy? Exactly. Mental as anything. Okay, Brian asks, how do you go about renewing your passport? Okay, so last time I was traveling, I was actually in Thailand when my passport ran out, and I actually went to the British consulate or something in Bangkok and renewed my passport, and it didn't cost that much. I think it costed 75 quid or something to renew, plus paying for a new passport. So it wasn't that much money. You can do it. You can do it here. You can do it if it's needed. But I've just got a 10-year passport before I came away. So I'm sure at some point I'm going to have to do that and renew it somewhere in the world. But it's doable. Yeah, don't worry. So it's funny how Thailand and the Philippines it's not a big culture shock, I find, going from one to the other. Although there is totally different, unique societies, but it's not much of a culture shock, if you see what I mean, going between one country to the other. But yeah, you're right. I do find Thailand harder to integrate into society. You're right. Where? Oh, okay. Flights from Canada to. Oh gosh, prices went back up. Learning money, yeah. How old are you? How old is allergic fungus? Still learning. Oh, Johnny's on the case. Nice to see Johnny here. Yeah, I missed you earlier, Johnny, because had some riffraff in. Had to get rid of the riffraff. That's okay. Renew visa and travel around. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would go whilst you're going to Puerto Princesa. Go to Port Barton, a little beach town. It's the best thing on Palawan, in my opinion. But also, there's a lovely beach south of Puerto Princesa, which I never went to because it's quite far south. I just went to El Nido and Peron and Port Barton. Port Barton is a lovely beach town. So yeah, just get out of your comfort zone of your condo and go and do some travelling. How long are you going to travel? I'm not. Good question, White Van Man. Am I going back to the UK for my final years? When are my final years? What years will they be? If you can give me the dates for my final years, then I will tell you whether I'm going to be going back there or not. Yeah, Philippines has got a Western influence and Catholic. Yes, yeah, exactly. There might not be much of a cultural difference, but there is a big cultural difference. Yeah, Toronto. Yeah, okay. Toronto to Cebu City. Not a cheap flight. Give what a try. Travelling around. Port Barton. Chicken korma. Okay, so not chicken korma. I use turmeric and I use cumin, and I need to get some garam masala because garam masala makes a lot of difference. And also, Cece, good point about Indian food. I just found on Facebook an Indian company, a kitchen that offers Indian food. So you're right. I will order from them and it's not very expensive. It's like it's like $5, 250 pesos for a meal. So I will try them online. Hello, Susan. How are you? Worst case scenario, allergic fungus, you're stuck in Puerto Princesa. So, any more questions? Okay, so allergic fungus. Was this your first time? Oh, you're 32. You're a very young man. What are you doing coming to the Philippines? You're half the age of the demographic here. You'll fit in very well. Why did you choose? If you don't mind me asking, why did you choose? Well, the focus is on you now because nobody else is asking any questions. And what are you going to be doing in your condo for a month at 32? Have you got? Do you work online or something? What book are you currently reading? Look, did you not? You watched that video from last night, didn't you? It's this one, Murakami. I've read it before. I've read probably most of Murakami's, and I've read this one before. And if any of you have read Murakami, you will either love it or hate it. It's a very distinct world he paints. He paints very, and I love his writing. And it's sort of geared towards the single male as well, if you know what I mean. So it is, yeah, I do. It does resonate with me. So, yeah, I love reading him. Have you read any Murakami, Fabio? I have photographed Angkor Wat. I've been there a couple of times. I've been there 2 or 3 times. I have photographed it. The trouble with these places is they're always a bit of a letdown for me when you try and photograph something for yourself, if you see what I mean. You see all these fabulous photographs of Angkor Wat, and then you go yourself and you don't do it justice, which I felt. I felt I didn't really do Angkor Wat justice. It's an amazing place. Amazing place. Yeah. Okay, Sabu's got nothing to do. Ice skating, go-karts, laser tag, mini golf, safari zoo. Okay. Really? I've been to the botanical gardens. I've been up there. I've been up to Sorau. I've done that. Okay. Aquarium. Aquarium is very expensive. The safari zoo. What's the safari zoo? And where is that? Mini golf. Oh, come on, mini golf. I used to do mini golf on Brighton seafront. Laser tag, go-karts. I wouldn't mind doing. That's a couple of things. The previous one was the end. No, the previous one was the end. What do you mean the previous one was the end? No. There was one last night. I think you're probably one behind. Okay. Okay, sorry, allergic fungus to bring that up. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I never read that. I never got into that. I'm sorry if you guys are going through bad things at the moment. I'm sorry to hear that. I would travel to. I've been to. Where have I been to? I've been to Saudi Arabia. I had a photographic job. I got commissioned to go to Saudi Arabia to photograph royalty in Riyadh. You probably won't believe that, but I actually got sent to Riyadh to. To do an engagement party because they couldn't employ local guys to photograph women in an engagement party. So they employed two Westerners, myself and a video guy, flew us to Riyadh to photograph this engagement party, which was just another world. So yeah, I have been to the Middle East, but only for 5 days. Yeah, Johnny, you missed it. It was okay. There's some lovely girls in what's it called? Bamboozers. It's not, and it's actually just a pub. It's not a girly bar as such. It's just a pub, really, with waitresses in skin tight uniform. Next door is a girly bar, which was a bit which was the third video was from the girly bar. Yeah, that was didn't stay long there. Yeah, exactly. White van man. You're telling him. I'm glad you're telling Satan 60. You appreciate, my cultural seance, whatever. Okay, Brian, it is quite easy. Go on to RenPad. It is very easy. You've tried to read who? Hang on, here we go. Hang on. Okay, you tried to read Murakami. When I first read Murakami, I didn't really get him at all. I first started reading him over 20 years ago. I can't remember which one it was, but I started reading one, and it was quite weird. And I gave up for years, and then I went back and tried again, and I got into it. Kazuo Ishiguro is. There's a lot of his books in the bookstore. I will try him. There was a film made of one of them, wasn't there? I wouldn't just travel to the Middle East to try out the food. I would travel to the Middle East to experience the culture and try the food. But I'm not just going to go there to try the food. I think you're being a bit stupid. Okay. I'm with you, allergic fungus, about mental health issues. I'm with you there. I also suffer. So You're not alone. So don't suffer in silence. I'm glad you're, yeah, I'm sorry to bring it up, but it's nice. It's good to talk about it. Thank you, GMM. Thank you. Okay, I will try Pakistani food one day. I used to live in an area in West Ealing. I used to live in Hanwell, and which was very near Southall, and there was a big Middle Eastern community in that area. No, Leaf. I wouldn't bother with an SRR visa. Yeah. You have to put in so much amount of money to buy the visa, and then you also have to renew the visa every year. So I think if you have to put in either 20 or 10 or $20,000, and then you have to renew for example, $350 per year. I think. I wouldn't. I haven't got that money to just put away in a visa. And I'm just quite happy getting tourist visas. It's no big deal. I mean, if you've got the money, then go down that route. But I haven't got that money. Okay, Sector 60. I have. Yeah, it's north. I've seen it on the map. I have seen it on the map. I will consider that for a great video. If it tanks. If I do a video of the safari and adventure park and it gets 7 views, then I'm coming to get you. Good question. I want to try it. Yeah, I think so. I think it probably is friendlier for expats. I think. Where are you, Em? And what are your plans? I think Cambodia would be a good place to try. Okay, the second bar, what was it? Sister's Bar. It was the beer. Bottle of beer was 125 pesos, which is fine, and buying a lady drink for the girl was 300 pesos. So it wasn't extortionate. Other bars are a lot more extortionate in that area, apparently. That's the first. I've been here 4 years. That's the first time I've been to one of those types of bars. I only went there because TJ, my new friend, wanted to take me there. So yeah, it wasn't really rip-off prices. I'm glad to see you Swedes connecting. That's great. Hello, Pony. It is healthy to talk about. Yeah, Uncle. Yeah, you can. Don't feel afraid, allergic. We're all friends here. George, looking to retire in Philippines next year. Some good infrastructure. What? I'm glad you didn't gel with Duma. Duma is just. I don't know why. Don't get me started, George, on Duma Regretti. Hence the name. Cebu is a good place. If you find Manila too busy, then okay. Next year, my advice to you is come again, travel around to different places. Travel around, just spend a week or so in Iloilo. Iloilo is a lovely city. It's got a lovely walkway around Iloilo, which is lovely. So maybe you'll like that. Davao is a good place. Good infrastructure. Yeah. Cebu. My favourite city, as a lot of you know, is Manila. But if you find Manila too busy, I mean, for me, you could just settle yourself in an area of Manila and not have to travel, too far away. Like settle yourself just in Makati or around Makati near BGC and just stay in that area, and you won't feel the busyness. But yeah, try other cities. Try and spend a little bit of time in different cities. Yes. GMM, go and see. George is going to go and see GMM in Iloilo. And you have good coffee. GMM has good coffee there as well, which he gets imported. Hello, Ramses from Dubai. How are you? How are you? April 27th. Am I still here? My condo contract runs out on April 25th, and I probably won't be here. I'm moving around. I'm moving probably to Bahal on April 25th. Get here, change your flight. Get here April 25th. Coming to get you. I can imagine London being. I can imagine. I don't really watch the news that much about London because it's just so depressing. I've not lived in London since I moved to Brighton, so I haven't lived in London since 2008, 2007. I left London and moved away. So GMM says too many expats in Cebu. So what's the expat situation in Iloilo? Do you not have any expat friends in Iloilo? Or do you keep yourself to yourself? Okay. I don't exchange cash in the malls. Somebody else can advise you more. I think in the malls there's a good place in the mall to change pesos to cash to pesos. I just get it out of the ATM. I don't know where you're from, Gary. I can't remember. I just get it out of the ATM because I don't have to pay ATM fees. You're travelling to Cebu on the 27th. Okay. I'll see you at some point, my friend. Okay, any more questions? My coffee is now very cold, but I need to drink. Have you been, Johnny, to, what's that place opposite where they wear orange dresses? Have you been to that place in Mango? Where they show the football. Do you buy your books? Okay, unfortunately, John, books in the Philippines, there's a couple of stores here. One's called Fully Booked, and the books are very, very expensive. There's also Book Sale, which is a second-hand bookstore. Everything's so disorganized. I used to get all my books in Book Sale, and I've probably got all the foreign biographies, autobiographies that they've ever had in there, and my shelves were stacked with biographies from Book Sale. And I go there recently, and it's just there's nothing left. They don't really stock up. So yeah, I'm reluctant to spend 10 quid on a book, but this was 10 quid, unfortunately. Okay, Sea Breeze. I do in Cebu. It's a good place for Sea Breeze. Yeah. I just leave my windows open, and I get the sea breeze because the sea is quite sea as in river. There we go. That's good. Yeah. So GMM has some expat friends. That's great. Where do you go in Iloilo? Where do you hang out? Do you go to that mega world place? Where do you go? Or do you go out in city proper? Where's your place to hang out in Iloilo? Oh, so you're 30. There's a lot of youngsters here today. 33. What are you doing? Watching my channel? You're too young. I'm joking. Starting at 60, you should give me your thought. You just start. You're learning to vlog. Okay, well, start your vlog now. Don't wait till you're 60. Is that what you're saying? Which trippy shirt? Is this what this trippy shirt? Okay, I got this in India. Um, yeah, it was. Is it trippy? It'll go down well in Shergao, baby. Exactly. I'm with you, Johnny. I'm not. I'm not into going to those types of bars. But you've got to. Whilst I'm here, you only live once, and I'm 63 next month, and I need to go to these places and have a look. I prefer to meet normal girls. You're right. Um, Travel advisory in the Philippines about kidnappings. Okay, so allergic fungus. On the BBC website, it advises you not to go to West Mindanao. The guidance for travel website in the UK. They have a map of Mindanao, and they say do not go west of this line because it's a bit dodgy with kidnappings and stuff. I mean, there are some Muslim groups who operate there, and the British advice is don't go there because we will not bail you out. But I do hear of a lot of expats who do live in General Santos or in that area. So, I would still go there, but tread carefully. Good point, John. I thought you were talking about my shirts. Can you trade them in? No, but you're talking about my books. I just gave them away when I left my condo just over a year ago. My shelves were like 100 books, and I just went on Facebook Marketplace and I said, "Does anybody want some Western books?" And somebody from the lot 8 came and took them away. So yeah, that was fine. But also, you're at the mercy of other people's taste. When you go to book sale, you're at the mercy of discovering a book you might want to read. And I actually lucked out because I found Michael Palin's diaries, which were all 3 of them, which in book sale. And if any of you know Michael Palin, they are great books to read, and they're very thick. They're like big Bibles. So for those of you who love Monty Python, get Michael Palin's diaries because they are such a great read. So hang on, Gary, you're on a business part. What are you talking about, Gary? You're talking about a place to exchange cash. Sorry. Okay, Gurkha's telling Gary about where you can exchange cash. Thank you for that. Yeah. Where were we? Digital book. I miss real books as well. I that's why people say to me get a Kindle, and I love actually holding the book. But you're right. When you go to book sale, it's like when you look at the books, they are in a dreadful state, unfortunately. Should you look to date while learning to blog, or just focus? Do both. You're 33. You're young. You can do 2 things. I'm double your age. I have to focus on one thing at a time. You're half my age. You can learn how to vlog and you can date at the same time. Come on, Ramses. Get with the schedule. Thank you, Callum, for liking my shirt. Yeah. I think a lot of the books in book sale are from the early. They don't really get new stock in. They do say on their Facebook page they say new stock in, and when you look at their new stock, it's like, yeah, not really new stock at all. I don't think so in Baguio, but I never went to Baguio, so yeah, there probably is, but I wouldn't know where to find it. Just go to Anglers then. Michael Moorcock is better what? A better writer than who? I'm Marjenko. How old do you think I am? You've been watching my channel for a while, so you should know how old I am. Cheers, Brian. Good night, and yeah, see you soon. Oh, did you see me on? How was that? How did Johnny? How was my living abroad interview? How did I come across? Okay, good question. Do you go to the cinema in Cebu? I have not been yet, and that's a good point because there is a lovely cinema in Gasano, Countryside Mall, Gasano. I've done a video of the outside, and it's a really old-fashioned cinema. That's a good point. And I went there the other day, and I saw what was on, and the tickets are very cheap. They're like they're not even $5. They're very, very cheap. Yeah. So yeah, I want to go. You're right. You're right. Oh, Michael Moorcock is better than Michael Palin. In what way? I beg to differ. Okay. Okay, good luck, allergic fungus. See you back again. Hopefully we'll see you back again on my next live stream. Good luck with everything. Take care. Any more questions? Any more questions? Gonna have a drink. Please could you like, if you're new to the channel, please could you like, share and subscribe. Okay, yeah, I don't think the cinemas are as Bangkok. I went to the cinema in Bangkok. The cinemas in Bangkok are amazing. I don't think the cinemas in Cebu are going to be on such a grander scale as the ones in Bangkok. They're just, yeah, they're lovely. Have I? Don't ask me that. You're as bad as TJ, Johnny. Yes, you are, Ricardo. You are very welcome here. Yes, you'll be fine. You're fine. They all love you. There are many black guys here. There's a lot of black guys doing YouTube channels. You're fine. Check out Sunshine Shoulders. He was in Negros, and then he went to Mindanao. Check him out. Sunshine I always want to say soldiers. Sunshine Shoulders. It's a very difficult thing to say, I find. Anyway, any questions about moving to the Philippines and settling here and starting a new life? Good luck. Please could you like, share and subscribe? I don't think I've got many likes. How many likes have I got? Not enough. How many likes? Not many. 37 likes. That's ridiculous. Come on. She asked me to. Oh yeah, they're all. Oh, gosh, tell me about the scammers. So Johnny, do you do day dating? Day dating sounds like gay dating. Do you do day dating? How do you operate? Do you when you looking for normal girls? Are you a man of the streets? Do you wander around, or are you just purely online? A lot of guys are just online only. What is your take? Are you a day gamer? From Bogota, Colombia. Hello Zed. Nice to see you here. Please could you subscribe to the channel? No, okay. Why is that? 90%. Why is that? I hear of a lot of guys who just stick to online. Okay. 99% online. Interesting. I'm the same as you. 99% online. Oh, any mistakes we can learn from regarding moving to the Philippines? Oh, that's a good question. Don't bring too much. Point number one. Don't bring too much. Bring very little. Very little. What else can I say? Travel around. Travel around. Travel around. Don't settle in one place. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Be a bit more flexible about your traveling plans. Just travel around. Just travel around from different destinations. And come with an open mind. That is one of the biggest things. Come with an open mind. Don't be. You need to adapt to the culture you're moving to. You just come with an open mind. It might not be for you. You know, wherever you go, it's you know. If you've not been to Asia before, it might not be your place. Exactly, as GMM says, if you've got a good attitude, and I'm sure you have because you're tuning into my channel, skin color is no problem. I have been to Bohol. I have been to Bohol before. Any reason? That's a good point. That's a good point. I do like retracing my footsteps in a way. I mean, I do have certain places in the Philippines that are my favourites. So that is a good point. Should I be going back to places I have been to before, or should I just be trying new destinations? Yes, that is a good point. I'm not going to go to Bohol for very long because I'm going to Bohol and then I'm going to Duma Regrette to meet my mate John, and then I'm going to Leyte. So I'm not staying there very long. I just want to go back to Tagbilaran because I do like Tagbilaran, and I want to do, spend a week on Panglao, maybe just travelling around Panglao. Yeah, I do love Bohol. Bohol is a good spot, and the people there are wonderful. I say this about everywhere in the Philippines. The people are wonderful, but I do have places that I do like. So I do like going back to places where I've already been. What do Filipino girls like to do on a first date? They like to go to Jollibee. I might be generalising, but just take them for something to eat. They love food, obviously. They love seafood. So they would like just to take them for a nice meal. That's what they would like to do. Yeah, nothing. You don't have to be too fancy. Just go to Jollibee or take them to a nice restaurant. Nothing. Not too fancy. Just something. Yeah. Food. You can't go wrong with taking a Filipino for food. What were you doing? With your passport in the toilet? Make friends whilst you're traveling. Well, wherever you are in the Philippines, you will make friends. You will just make friends wherever you are. It's just being open, and as GMM says, just being open and friendly. You will make friends wherever you go in the Philippines. Filipinos are friendly, and make friends whilst you're traveling. It's just be friendly. Just be friendly. Just be open, and approach people, and they will approach you. If I was living there, I'd try to meet more in person. Yeah, I know. I do. That's how I feel. I would like to meet more on the street, but it's also not as easy, I find, as they say. Filipinos don't like being spoken to really on the street. Andrew will tell you this. Where's Andrew? Andrew's here. You're off to Leyte next week. Okay, so you're leaving Cebu, Lot 8, and you're going to. Are you getting a condo in Tacloban? Is that your plan, Andrew? What is your plan? I know you're moving to Leyte. What is your plan? Is there a music hall? That's a good question for classical music. I'm not too sure. Daveview. Okay, Daveview. I stayed around the corner actually in Tagbilaran. Dayview was here, and I stayed in a place. I don't think it was called. It was something Day. I thought it was quite near the top. Was it Dayview? I'm not too sure. There's a lot of dogs. There are a lot of stray dogs. There's a lot of stray dogs in Cebu. There's a lot of stray dogs in the Philippines, and yeah, I mean at night, some nights I can hear a lot of dogs barking because I leave my door and windows open. So there are a lot of stray dogs here. Yes. Don't take exactly. Don't take them to like like a food market like Sugbo Mercado, where you've got a choice of different food stalls. Street food. That's exactly. It's organised street food. So that's a good point. And as Johnny says, dating is definitely cheaper in the Philippines. And most will put out first or second day. They have to be in groups to approach. Okay. Yeah, because yeah. How do you find Andrew? Do you go? I mean, you're probably quite an outgoing guy. So I imagine Are you marching up to groups of girls and on your own and getting in amongst it? I can't do that. I can't go up to big groups of girls. A couple maybe, but I'm not. I'm not really a big. As confident as you probably. Okay, you're going to Ormoc first, then I'll decide. Okay. How is Bay? I'm going to go to Ormoc, and then I'm going to go to that island off Ormoc, Kalagagama, something like that. And then I mean you've been there. I mean I'm going to be going to Leyte in May. I have, Johnny. my age on the dating apps is less than 50. I know I'm trying to pull the wool over their eyes. What do you mean get some good photos? Yeah, you could do 10 places to take your date in Cebu. Yeah. That's a good point. That is a good video. Good idea. Patrick, I walk around the city all the time. I don't know where are you, Patrick, in the world? I've been to Thailand over in January, and in January in Thailand the pollution is pretty bad. And I've got an app on my phone, Air Visual app, and the pollution in Cebu is fine. There is pollution, but it's not on a very high level. So I do walk around the city by foot all the time. Although there is a lot of pollution from the jeepneys, and also when you ride on the back of a motorcycle taxi, you're getting the exhaust from the other motorcycle, aren't you? So the road pollution is quite bad, but I don't really feel that in the air that much. Yes, Johnny. Somebody else said that. Go for the 30 plus with kids. You know my feeling on 30 plus ladies in the Philippines. Exactly. I mean, GMM says, don't dress like Don't dress like an expat. Don't dress like don't dress lazy. Dress a little bit more smarter than the usual expat, and you will stand out. You will stand out. You will stand out amongst the rest. No, you're not marching up. You had that's a good point. You had cards for okay, that's a good point. That's a good way to go. Ask directions and hand out your business cards. Okay, 30 plus is okay. 40 plus is no. Okay, 30 plus up to 34 is okay. 34 plus. is a no-no. Any more questions? Any more? Can we get some more likes? We've got no likes. How many likes have we got? Not enough. So Patrick asks, is there an opera? I think you're asking, probably in Manila. Culture here is museums, galleries, culture in general is a little bit lacking in Cebu. There's much more going on in Manila than there is in Cebu. Hello, Elizabeth from France. Where are you in France? Your white shoes are getting destroyed. Yeah, I mean, I bought these white Converse like a month ago already. Yeah, exactly. They're not great. White shoes in Asia is not a good look. Well, it's a good look, but not after a couple of weeks. It's yeah. Can they be cleaned? And any more questions about moving to the Philippines or in general? Are you coming to the Philippines, people? And when are you coming? Johnny Lawrence is coming from Toronto when the prices go down. Any more questions? Oh, you're from Marseille. Okay, I've been to Marseille. I went to Marseille for the football. I went to watch England in the European Championships. When was that? Oh God, when was it? Was it 2014? Yeah, I went to see England play in Marseille. What is wrong with my frying pan? What do you mean? Okay, yeah, my frying pan. Yeah. I'm only here for another month. It's funny the things you notice, isn't it? You notice my frying pan. Seen better days. Yes, yeah, exactly. When you move into a condo, they don't give you tip-top utensils. You have to make do with what they give you when you move into a condo. It's ridiculous. They give you second-rate stuff, unfortunately. You bought shoes and ended up. I know. When I came from the UK, I had shoes that I'd come from the UK with, and I never wore them again until I went to probably immigration. Like I only wore them once or a couple of times in a few years. I just got rid of them recently. They're just shoes. Yeah, you don't really need shoes here. I would get a good pair of trainers. We call them trainers, but you call them sneakers, I think, because you can just live in them or sandals. What's for lunch, dinner? Okay, so it's now 8:30. I will probably go to the gym, and then I will go for a swim. Every day I've been going for a swim, and as you know, I don't eat. I only eat twice a day, so I will probably have eggs and bacon on toast. Okay, so GMM, you dress like Philip. Okay, so you wear a thin hoodie. Really? And jeans, but jeans don't jeans make you feel hot? I'm not really into jeans during the day. I mean, I've got a jean shirt, but even then it just feels too hot. Okay, Smallville. If it wasn't Cebu, I would live in Manila. I love Manila, and a lot of people are going to say, why? I prefer Manila to Cebu because I just like Manila. There's a lot more going on for me. Where's my friend who dissed me for saying there was nothing going on in Cebu? I need a place near to a city and beach. That's what I need. So Cebu does offer lots of beaches around Cebu Island. So that is quite, it's a good place. Um, Iloilo is a good place where my friend GMM is. It's got, you're near Boracay, which I love. GMM, do you like Boracay? Good morning from Luzon. Where in Luzon are you? Which part of Luzon are you? Okay, so Patrick, I am living just outside Business Park. In Cebu, you're close to everything. Cebu is such a small city that IT Park is 10-minute walk to Business Park. So wherever you are in Cebu, you're very close to everything. So it doesn't really matter. I used to live just outside IT Park for a year and a half, and then I moved to Business Park for a year and a half, and I like Business Park area. But it doesn't really matter. You're very close to everything. Apart from if you move down to SMC side along the coast where you're far from everything. If you see what I mean. Oh, your shoes go in the washing machine. Do they shrink in the washing machine? Shoes or pants rarely used? Well, I hope you're using pants. GM, look, I'm only here for another month. It's an unnecessary expense buying a new frying pan. Where are we? Yeah, I wear, if I go out at night, sometimes I wear pants, but most of the time it's just long shorts. Oh, jeans and shoes. Of course, you're on a bike, aren't you? I'd like to see more of Cebu. People only go very north and very south. I mean, where else in Cebu is there? I mean, you've got Bantayan at the north, and you've got Muar on the west, and then you've got Oslo in the south. Where else is there to go? Where would you like to see? I mean, you advised me to go to Karkar, didn't you? Or Carmen? Was it? I think it was Carmen. You said. Everybody goes to Ayala Mall to meet girls. I mean, it's just. I was there the other day, sitting outside Starbucks in Ayala Mall, and there was a group of girls sitting at the table next to me, and an expat went past the group of girls with sunglasses on, and he went like this at them, and they were horrified, and it's just like, it was just such a horrible thing to do. It's the obvious place where expats go to meet girls, but it's also the obvious place where Filipinos go as well to hang out. So I just find it all very cheesy and I just don't like it. I would rather just meet them organically, just on the street somewhere, just not let's go to Ayala to meet girls. It doesn't sit comfortably with me, if you see what I mean. Voltage adapters for I don't need them. I just use my electronics from the West. They're fine. I don't need. I just plug them in. They're fine. Is it hard to find a studio style condo where everything is opened in one room? This is where I'm staying. This is studio style. Everything's in one room. Is that what you mean? And the bathroom is separate. And can you find it unfurnished? You can. If you go onto the rent pad? You can get unfurnished. Yes. Okay, you live out in 2 hours east from Manila. Okay. How is it there? How long have you lived there? Uh, hello, Mad Max. Long time no see. Pick up coffee. Yeah, I know. I've seen them. There's one down, but an IT park, isn't there? There's pick up coffees everywhere. It's great. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I'm not really into bows, but it's not that much. It's like, was it $3 or $4? $3. Zamboanga, exactly. Was that what's his name? The guy from Russia. I want to go to Zamboanga. Yeah. Johnny Lawrence. I know, Patrick. Did you not read my? Did you not see my blog last night? I'm not really into. I like the actual holding a book. That's my problem. I like, I'm very old school. I like holding a book. Um, I got. What did I get? I got. What did I get? HP sauce from Lazada. I got Daddy's sauce from Marketplace. 255 pesos. It's ridiculous. Is it 255? Yeah, it's ridiculous. 255 pesos. $5 for Daddy's sauce. It is a big one, but yeah, I bought it. I had to. Um, yeah. Viking Nomad. Are there a lot of bugs? Well, yeah. Well, touch and go. There must be some other okay places to visit. Okay. Is there? Is there? In Cebu? You're right. Actually, you're right. In fact, if I had, a scooter, then I would probably travel around Cebu. Yeah, because I mean, traveling on the bus around, you see some lovely. You're traveling by the ocean, so you do see lots of lovely places around. Yeah, you're right. I should get out more. um, do you want to? Yeah, I know Kindle is pretty good. I did I have a Kindle? I think yeah. I should get a Kindle because then I would shut me up about going into fully booked and having to pay 10 quid a book, which is outrageous. You're right, I should get a Kindle, but I do like holding a book. Oh, they still charge you because they say. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Well, they shouldn't, because if you turn up and you go to an agency and you go around with the agent, then you should be able to negotiate for a cheaper price with furnished or unfurnished. So you should be it's all negotiable with an agent, so you should be fine. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where you're getting that information. You don't want a separate room for darkness and a couch to watch TV. I actually, yeah. Well, you're in the same. I don't know. It's fine. I don't see the problem with having a small studio like this. It's just, yeah, all in one space. And of course, if you've got company over and you're in the same room, it's quite easy, isn't it? Okay, so you're expat prepper. You're 17 years ago, 10 years full time. Okay, small town living works well for. What is your nearest big town where you are? And how often do you travel to the big town? Where do you get all your groceries and stuff? Whilst you're living out in the province, where do you get all your supplies? Okay. I'm 27 square meters. How big is yours? Big balcony. My balcony is great. You've got a washing machine. Yeah, the laundry is just around the corner. 255 pesos for all my stuff. My go-to coffee was actually just 3-in-1 black. You know, I'm not a big coffee drinker. Let's have a look. I think it's RentPad. It's RentPad. Yeah, they're great. No, this is not on Airbnb. I initially found this on RentPad in Cebu, and then I immediately contacted the agency on RentPad, and yeah, I've been going through this agency for the last few years. This is not an Airbnb, but they do have Airbnbs in this condo building. My rent is $375 per month. I'm paying 22,000 pesos, but I'm on a monthly contract, so I'm just extending, because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I'm extending month by month. But if you were to sign a 3-month, 6-month yearly contract, it's going to be a lot cheaper. So my friend is still on a 15,000 pesos per month contract. So you can get a lot cheaper deals if you pay 3 months or 6 months. They normally ask for 6 months, but you can negotiate. Everything's negotiable here, but 6 months is generally the way that people like it. I spent a week in Tagbilaran. I like Tagbilaran, and then I went to Anda Beach on the other coast, and I went to Hagna to get the boat to Mindanao. So and I did a day tour of like Chocolate Hills and all that. So I've done I think I've done quite a lot of Bohol. I do actually, and I've said to you many times, if Bohol had a decent city, then it would be a great place to live. So in 10 years' time, when Tagbilaran, has got some decent places to go, then you can use your Patrick asked about driving license. You can use your international driving license for a while. I think the first couple of months, but you do need to get a Philippines driving license if you're staying here long term, which is quite easy to get. Exactly, Johnny. Oh, you spend most time outside. Where do you go? Where do you go in Iloilo? Where do you go? What do you do with your time outside? I spend a lot of my time inside my condo. Okay. So on Kindle you can get a lot of books cheaper on or free. RentPad, yeah. You didn't explore Tagbilaran. Actually, I quite like Tagbilaran. I was there 10 days. I quite like it. There was a lovely bay at sunset, like a park in Tagbilaran, near the ferry port, and I used to go and sit there of an evening and have a beer on the waterfront. Exactly, the mountains are great. There's great mountains here as well. Busai in Cebu, very close. There's a great pool, and there's security. In the Philippines, there's security everywhere, and there's a very small gym. Security is everywhere in the Philippines. And the security guards are generally friendly wherever you go. I mean, a lot of them carry guns, which looks a bit offensive, but security guards everywhere. It's funny actually. If you go to if you go from the Philippines to Thailand, it's a totally different. There's no security. Well, the security guards. If you go into a mall, the security guards aren't even watching. You know, it's like it's totally different. Secure culture here. No, they don't. They don't, Johnny. They don't. Security guards are cool here. They don't. They don't. In fact, there's one guy. Perhaps I shouldn't say this. There's one Russian guy that comes back with different entertainment a couple of times a day, and you know, it's like they just laugh. I know. The walk of shame. I feel the same here actually. Camegan, no, Annalyn. I'm sorry. Camegan Island is. I don't know what you've heard about Camegan Island. It's okay if you've got a motorbike to travel around the island, but for me, Camegan doesn't offer. I went to Camegan and I spent a couple of weeks there, and Camegan wasn't for me. I didn't really get it. It's just there's White Island, which is a small sandbank off the south coast of Camegan, which is lovely, but I didn't get Camegan at all. It's got black volcanic sand. It's not a great island for me. Okay, are you riding a motorbike? Bicycle? Okay, I see. Okay, I get that. I think you've got a good culture there in Iloilo with your park. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, you sound like you've got a good life there, GMM. Yeah, Thailand got cameras everywhere, and often a sleeping security guy. You can do better, Smallville, if you know how long you're staying for. You can get a better deal if you sign a lease. But it's not bad. It's not bad for what I'm getting. It's cheaper than hotels. It works out. Yeah, it works out for me at 10 quid a day. Which if you're hotels. Oh, you're not going to get much for 20 quid a day, $20, $25. Exactly, the condos in Siem Reap. Yeah, so Smallville, the condos in Siem Reap are half the price. It's just ridiculous. If you look online, Google Siem Reap in Cambodia and the apartments there. I just want to go just to experience experience their condo culture and see how it is, because and they've all got swimming pools, $200 a month. It's just ridiculous. Okay, I think I read your comment, Alan, about you changed your mind. You're researching retiring in the Philippines. So when you're coming soon, aren't you? You're coming soon for a month, and I remember your comment the other day. You should try different areas. That's my point. You should try. You shouldn't think. You should try different areas of the Philippines before you decide on where you want to. And even if you want to settle in one place or not, I mean, I'm of the feeling that why settle in one place? You can just get 3-month contracts, I don't know, and just travel around. How long is your contract, GMM, in Iloilo? Have you got did you try other areas as well before settling in Iloilo? Did you try other cities? Good question. I am buying my food at Metro supermarket, and I've also just bought and I've just got a Landers membership. Landers is a big supermarket which is a bit more upmarket, and they've only got 2 branches, I think, one in Manila and one in Cebu, and it's very close. It's like a 5-minute walk from my condo, and I get my chicken there and I get some vegetable there. I don't go to the markets. I mean, Carbon has got a fruit market and veg market, but it just seems like a big. My friend Mike goes down there at midnight and gets his fruit and veg. But he's got a family, so he's buying for a family. I just don't see the point. If I'm just buying fruit and veg for myself, I just go to the supermarket. There's no point in I'm not buying huge quantities. Yeah, exactly. GMM. I'm of the same. I haven't been back to Siem Reap since I was there. Yeah, 20. Well, I think I was there 2009. That was my last time in. Yeah, so I need to check it out again. I know. Mitch, as Mitch says, it's just ridiculous. In my condo, um, if they won't mix up your clothing with your bed linen, and it has to go in separate washes, so you have to buy two washes. It's just okay. Don't bring the grumpy out of me today. You got a 6-month contract. You moved around before and you settled on Ilo. And are you planning on going somewhere else after Ilo? I need to drink some water. Exactly. Johnny says there's no point. Couldn't be bothered to go to Carbon Market. When I had my Filipino girlfriend, she used to finish work in IT Park and then get the bus to Carbon Market to get our veg. Yeah, that was good of her to go and do that. But I couldn't be bothered. I don't see the point of going to Carbon Market just to save 150 pesos, $3 or something. It's just I don't see the point. But where Filipinos can save money, it's great. Oh, the 3 ladies in that vlog. I saw 2 of them interviewing each other at the swimming pool. Okay. I've been to Angkor Wat. Yeah, I was been to Angkor Wat a couple of times. Yeah, it's a great place. It's what I loved about Angkor Wat was I hired a bicycle, and I just GMM will relate to this. I hired a bicycle at Angkor Wat, and I don't know if you did that. Did you cycle around? First time I got a driver, and he drove us around. Well, there's a couple of us, and so it was quite cheap to go on like a rickshaw tour of Angkor Wat. And then the second time I went on my own, and I got a bicycle, and it was just wonderful, just cycling around all the ruins in Angkor Wat. So I don't know if you've done that, GMM, taking your bicycle around Angkor Wat. It's a good point. I know. That's what she did, Johnny. She went IT Park to Carbon, and came back to Mabolo. It was just crazy, but so she saved saved herself a few pesos. I do prefer Makati to Cebu. I know. Yeah, I know. I know, Gavin. People have told me off for not going to El Nido boat trip. El Nido and Coron are just dumps. In fact, the towns on Palawan are not great, but they have some great scenery. So yeah, I've been told off for not going on a boat trip around Coron and a boat trip around El Nido. I just went to the town. And then I went to Port Barton, which I loved. Port Barton has got a lovely beach, and I love Boracay. I know I'm weird. Everyone says Boracay is too touristy, but you can get away. Boracay's got a really long beach, 4 kilometres. You can get away from the tourists on Boracay. And what I like about Boracay is it's quite compact. It's got everything in one. It's like a city really. It's got everything there, like a big mall, open air mall, where you can get your fruit and veg. So I like Boracay, but I'm probably a bit crazy. I go where the wind takes me. Okay. Oh right. Okay. So you might go back to Thailand. I don't have any insurance. I know. I should. But who cares? If I got out travel insurance 4 years ago when I left the UK, I would have lost about $12,000 now, so I didn't do that. Okay, so you did the annoying tour. Bicycle is a great idea, exactly. Douglas. Oh, okay. Douglas is in 1202. I wonder if I've probably seen him. I've probably seen him around, maybe. I don't know. I don't know him. I don't recognise the name. Where are the most expats coming from? That's a good question. A lot from America, Canada, and then there's the odd Brit and the odd Swedish, German. They're from all over, but a lot of Americans and Canadians. Had to get rid of the riffraff. I think Johnny's gone to bed. Oh, found it hard to eat healthy. It's exactly. That's why I get stuff from them myself, because well, I'm probably not eating healthy as it is, eating bacon and eggs every other day. But at least I'm getting some fruit and veg. Caranderas don't have the best food that's been sitting out all day in the heat, and then yeah. The healthy options, there's not really many healthy options in the Philippines. Not as healthy as other countries anyway. Yeah, if you want healthy food, go and live in Thailand. Yeah, just have rice. I mean, everyone eats rice. I don't eat rice. All Filipinos eat rice. Okay, what I do is I add those little noodles, what are they called? Udon. I eat udon noodles. Oh, and bok choy. I eat is it pak choy? The lettuce, cabbage. Most are from Europe, and not. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you were living in 1414. Okay, so I lived in 1401 for a year and a half. Yeah, which was great. It was a great. Were you was yours a corner unit? The security guards are lovely here. Yeah, it's a great condo. It's a lovely building. The ladies in the shop gave you credit. Okay, sorry, Mitch. Okay, any more questions? Where are we? We're getting up to 9 o'clock. It's 9:08. I'm probably going to run for another 10, 20 minutes, and I'm going to go to the gym because it's a gym day today. Any more questions? Can you please like today's live stream? Okay, good question. Where will you retire permanently? At the moment, I'm not thinking about where and when. I'm just carrying on doing what I'm doing, living in the Philippines, going out for a month. Oh, Mitch, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Very kind. I don't have and I don't have any idea basically when and where, because I think when you retire, then you're sort of, it's like when you give up your job at work and you think, well, I've retired now. What do I do? I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing, and I'm not telling you. Johnny Lawrence says, where are you headed to first? I'm not telling you. CC did try and guess earlier, but he's gone. He's probably gone to bed. Okay, best time to be in Cebu. Good point. So we are now. Yeah, I'm going to Bohol. You're right. Actually, yeah, I'm going to Bohol. I thought you meant which country, but yeah, you're right. I'm going to Bohol. The best time to be in Cebu, at the moment we are in March, and it is this is the hottest time of year in March. So March, April, May are the hottest times of the year. It gets very, very hot. And then we go into, from May time onwards, we go into rainy season in Cebu, but it's not really a bad rainy season. I mean, I was in Cebu for 3 rainy seasons, and it didn't really feel that bad. It rains at night, and it doesn't really rain during the day that much. As opposed to Manila rainy season last year, where I was there for 6 months, it rained a lot during the day. So I think there's a bit of a difference between rainy season in Cebu and rainy season in Manila, in my opinion. But anytime in Cebu is great. I mean, it's fine. I would if you don't like the rain, come now. But then it's also going to be quite hot, so it's you've got to weigh up the two. Oh, secretly remoting. You're going to be secretly working remotely, telling me online you're going to be secretly working remotely. Well, your boss, Alan, watches my channel. Exactly. Thinking about retirement makes you feel old. Exactly. You don't. Yeah. Just carry on. I'm just going to carry on. Carry on doing this. Hopefully, as long as I've still got subscribers in 5 years, I'm just going to carry on doing this, and then who knows what's going to happen. Yeah, Johnny. I'm not telling you where I'm going. No, doesn't matter. Smallville asks if there's a certain airport. It doesn't matter. When you fly into, nowadays, during COVID, they were saying you should just fly into Cebu because you're going to get less hassle. But it doesn't matter. In the Philippines, it doesn't matter where you fly to. I just flew back into the Philippines to Manila, and the guy was great. The immigration officer was lovely. He just said, how long are you staying for? Didn't want to see how long I was staying for. He just asked, and you can just say anything. Yeah, exactly. Once you're in Asia, it's great just to be able to nip from one country to another, and flights between different countries are so cheap, so relatively cheap. So I just love being. A lot of guys come to the Philippines, and they settle in the Philippines, and they even get to the end of their 3-year tourist visa, where you have to leave the country, and they leave the country for 10 minutes or a day, and then come back again. Why do you not go and see Vietnam for a week or whatever? Yeah, it's great. It's great that you've got so many options. And Cebu Airport, I was watching. Who I was watching? I was watching Jonathan, Travel Escapes, who showed the new Cebu Terminal Airport. It looked. Yeah. Who's British? Okay, really? Okay. Cebu Airport does. It does. Yeah. You can get here from Singapore. Yeah, you can fly from Singapore to Cebu. You can. Yeah, I flew from Bangkok to Cebu 5 years ago. Yeah, Cebu does take international. Not as many as Manila, but you can get here from other Asian countries. How is life in the fields as an elderly person? Thank you, Patrick. Referring to me. Are you referring to me as an elderly person? The locals love. I mean, there's lots of nurses in the Philippines. They're a very caring society. They handle elderly people. Yeah. You won't. I don't know how old you are, Patrick, but yeah, you'll have no problem. Yeah, go to Angkor Wat. It's a great spot. It's a lovely spot. I was at Angkor Wat for sunrise, and it was just wonderful. So from Toronto, are you stopping off anywhere, Johnny? What is your route? I know, long. Yeah, once you're here, exactly. You just have to do the long haul flight. Just once in a while. You don't have to take those long haul flights very much. You just get on a long flight once a year or whatever, and then just that's okay. That's okay. That's what I'm here for, Smallville. I'm here to answer your question. Okay. You'll be fine, Patrick. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's just I don't know how you are walking around because the pavements are not, it's not meant for wheelchairs. Pavements here. So if you have problems, mobility problems, it's not a great. Asia is not a great caring society for wheelchairs. Yeah, exactly. Cebu has international flights. When you say chaos in another airport, I don't really find it. I don't really find it too bad. It's fine for me. I know I'm not a great. I'm not a great. I don't really like airports that much. I love travelling to countries, but I'm not a big fan of airports, and so I didn't really find Manila airport too bad. Mitch, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. That's very lovely of you. I know. I've been to Taiwan. I was in Taiwan in 2008. Yeah, you're right. There's too many countries to go back to. I've been to Japan, but not been to South Korea yet. Flights to Manila, but usually more expensive. Oh, okay. So you're flying from Toronto straight to Cebu. Okay. The biggest thing that's a good question. The biggest mistakes newbies make is listening to YouTubers online and making a decision about moving to the Philippines without checking it out for yourself. I mean, you need to discover places for yourself. I mean, if you're thinking of coming to live here, then my advice would be to try different places in the Philippines. Just travel around, to spend a week or two. I don't know how much long you're thinking of traveling or living here, but you need to try different places. So that's what I think the biggest mistake is. People just come to Cebu or Dumaguete and live there without trying different areas. I mean, like GMM, who is now in Iloilo, you need to try different areas for whatever suits your personality or needs. You just need to try different areas. So a lot of newbies make the mistake of getting a 6-month condo contract in Puerto Princesa without having been there, or Dumaguete. Okay, go on. I've been to a few islands off the coast of Cebu. £5,000 were last year in the Philippines. Have you not, Gavin? Have you not seen my budget videos? Go and have a look after we finished here. Go and have a look at my budget videos, and then you can decide. Depends on how much you eat, on how much comfort you need in your life, but you can get by on very little. People who live for really low budgets are seriously slumming it. So do you think I'm slumming it, Alan? That's a good point, GMM, saying that to Gavin that first time it's more expensive. I mean, I always find that when I do land in a new city, island, country, that I'm spending more. So that's a good point. When I arrived in Thailand, you always spend more. You're right, because you don't know the places to go. So that's a good point, GMM, saying that if you do spend more naturally. Oh yes, they were. Mitch, yeah, July and Steph, and there was another one as well. It was what's her name from Filipina elated. She was there as well. Okay, I would say it's good to travel around the Philippines, but it gets more expensive traveling around the Philippines if you stay in hotels every night. So depends how long you've got. I mean, if you've got, if you're thinking of making the Philippines your home for the rest of your life, then I would get a month. I would get a month, an Airbnb, at least a week, if not a month, in a different place, and Davao, Iloilo, and just try different areas. Exactly, as GMM says, the longer you stay, the cheaper it gets. And as soon as you go out on the road, as in go and stay in hotels, your prices double. That's what I found last year as soon as I left my condo life, where I was paying $10 a night because I had a contract. As soon as I went out and stayed in hotels, my prices doubled overnight. Your price doubles overnight by staying in hotels. Yeah, I can't really talk about that Steph chick. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. The months you stayed, yeah, you were there. You were here last year, weren't you? You were there in December, weren't you? Did you? Yeah, I don't pay for AC. I'm a cheap Charlie, Mitch, and I don't pay. I don't pay for AC. I just leave my doors and windows open. Yeah, exactly. If you've got a contract, it's a lot cheaper. Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi was included in this rental I'm paying, but you can pay. When I had PLDT, I was paying 1,500 pesos. What's that? $30 a month for PLDT, which wasn't the best. I mean, you should pay 2,000 pesos really and get the higher PLDT broadband, which I have now. Okay, so it's now 9:22. I'm going to wrap it up soon. How many people are watching? Not many. So can you please like, share and subscribe? Thank you for being here. Thank you for my moderators for keeping out the riffraff. I would do multi-month, but I'm not sure what internet would be like. Yeah, I know. I'm with you on that. I'm not a fan of paying out for rent in two places. Yeah. Exactly. Wind from the balcony. I don't even use my fan, GMM. I've got a fan, but I've been here 2 months and I have not turned it on. I just use the wind from the balcony. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Mitch was here December, January, February. Thank you very much. You need a new Filipino number for OkCupid. Okay. Are you a smart or globe man? I need to get a new phone. I need to get a new 5G phone because my live streams are rubbish. And my Samsung is not very good with my live streams when I'm wandering around. So I need to get a new 5G phone. So any recommendations for cheap, not cheap, but cheap-ish 5G phones with good video? So there's your mission, my lovely viewers. What's a good 5G phone with a decent video on it for around $300? Mitch, thank you. That's very nice of you to keep sending me money. Oh, you got suspended. A girl reported me. That's what happened to me on Date in Asia. I got kicked off Date in Asia. I probably said something that I shouldn't have said because I like saying how it is. Yeah, I got kicked off. Once you get kicked off Date in Asia, they don't give you any. There's no jury. It's just you're off, mate. Each one of them wanted to try air conditioning. Oh gosh. No, really? Get an iPhone, an older iPhone. Really? I've never ever had an iPhone. I've never had an iPhone. Yeah. Should I get, okay, here's a question for you. I've always had an Android. I've used to have, what did I have? Moto G, and now I'm on Samsung. Should I get an old iPhone, people? AC makes you sick. You're right. You're right. When I've been in hotels, I've got sick from the AC. In my throat. I woke up the following morning. Exactly. I get sick with AC, so I don't use AC. Not just because I'm a cheapskate, cheap Charlie. I love iPhone. I can't go back. Okay, but you've always had iPhones. I think once you've always had iPhones, what do you mean it's more simple and always works? I've had an Android and it's always worked. So don't give me that argument. Okay, John, thank you. No to iPhone. Okay. But John, which new Android G5 phone should I get? Okay, take care, John. Cheap Vivo or Oppo? Not Samsung. Yeah, I had a Motorola. Google Pixel. I've been looking at that actually. Google Pixel have got good cameras, haven't they? So maybe Google. Samsung S24. I've got an A. Yeah, Samsung S24. That's quite expensive, isn't it? The S range are. My budget is not a lot, John. As you know, it's like $300. Perhaps I should have. I need a new laptop, and I need a new. I need a new Osmo DJ Action 3. So it's going to be an expensive birthday month. So get me to 20,000 subscribers by my birthday. Right, 9:30. I'm going to go for the gym. And thank you for watching. I will see you out and about in Cebu at the weekend. I'll be doing a live stream from somewhere in Cebu. I won't make it quite as instant. I will give you advance warning. Thank you for being here. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for being here. Have a lovely day. Good night. God bless. See you soon.